Let's talk about a puzzle. A man whose entire life looks like the definition of boring, but whose body speaks a language of violence he shouldn't even know. This is a breakdown of a dormant operative, a guy so deep undercover he doesn't even know who he is. We're looking at the muscle memory of a man who, on paper, should have none.
So, you've got this guy, Raghav. His file says he's a loan officer. Stable, quiet, just another face in the crowd. But when things go sideways, what we see is something else. Something tactical. Something brutally efficient at close-quarters combat. A cold, step-by-step approach to neutralizing threats. It makes you wonder, right? Which one is the act, and which one is the real him?
All right, so to really get this guy, you've got to see the cover story first. Section 1, The Ghost. Every day is the same. He's the man in the faded uniform on the train. The guy you'd never look at twice. His whole life is just this loop of quiet commutes and paperwork. He is designed to be invisible. That's our starting point.
But even the best camouflage can have glitches. And here's the first one. He's just looking at his own hands, at scars he doesn't remember getting, and then this thought just flashes through his head. Super specific, super violent. It's a bleed-through, a little piece of a past that's been totally wiped from his memory.
And get this, the irony is just amazing. He sits there all day stamping other people's files, calling some client risky under pressure, all while he's the biggest risk in the room. His whole life is a lie, and the crazy part is he's been programmed to believe it himself.
So, let's move on to pattern recognition. The little signs, the cracks in the facade. They're small, but if you know what to look for, they're there. Those scars on his hands he can't explain. The way he's always quietly scanning a room, not like a person, but like a predator. Even the way he talks. A coworker mentions a script, but Raghav, without thinking, calls it a pattern. That right there, that's not how a civilian thinks. He's analyzing the world, even if he doesn't know why.
The day it all went down started out completely normal. It was appraisal day, he was hoping for a promotion, maybe dreaming about a trip to Thailand, the usual stuff, right? A little disappointment about no bonuses, then a little win when his promotion came through. We're establishing a baseline, just an ordinary day, full of ordinary hopes. The calm, right before everything breaks.
And then comes the catalyst, the trigger. 1 second, it's just normal office chatter, people talking about vacation plans. The next second, the world just rips apart. This is the moment that's going to flip the switch. Just boom! A shockwave you can feel in your teeth. The whole building lurches. It's a physical force that just shatters everything.
And then, for just a split second, nothing. Absolute silence. It's like the world holds its breath. That's the reset button. The tiny pause before the chaos and before the programming kicks in.
And then everything hits at once. Glass raining down, screams, the side of the building next door just on fire, crumbling. The situation has gone from normal to a war zone in less than a heartbeat.
Now, here's where it gets interesting. Section 4, Protocol Activation. While everyone else is panicking, something in Raghav reboots. His breathing doesn't get faster, it gets slower, controlled. Fear is gone, replaced by cold, hard analysis. He's not just hearing chaos, he's counting shots, tracking movement. The loan officer is gone, something else is in control now.
And what he says next, these aren't panicked ideas. They're commands, a step-by-step protocol. 1. Phones silent, cut off their signals. 2. Lights out, deny them visibility. 3. Barricade the door, harden your position. And finally, koi avaz nahi, no sound. This is straight out of a playbook, a trained automatic response.
His coworker, Samir, he sees it, and he nails it with this one line. This isn't just a guy rising to the occasion. This is something buried deep inside coming to the surface. He's not making this up as he goes. His body is just running a program it hasn't run in a long, long time. He's remembering.
And now the protocol gets tested. The barricade is breached, a flashbang goes off, smoke fills the room, and 2 hostiles push in, weapons up. The threat is no longer outside, it's here.
Raghav processes the entire scene in a fraction of a second. 2 targets. He sees the tiny mistake. The second attacker turns his head, just for a moment. An error. And that 1 second, that was all he needed. He moves.
And the takedown is just savagely efficient. He redirects the rifle, drives a pin into the first guy's neck. Before that body even starts to fall, he's pulled the knife off him and thrown it, a perfect shot to the second target. Then he finishes the first man with his own weapon. It's a sequence of pure, terrifying skill.
So let's be crystal clear. What we just saw was not luck. It wasn't a desperate fight for survival. The precision, the economy of motion, the way he prioritized the threats, every single move was learned, drilled, and perfected. The man we thought was Raghav, he was never really here. What's left standing over those bodies is a weapon.
And his brain? No shock, no remorse, just a situation update. 2 hostiles down, 6 more in the building. Asset status, active. It's not a tragedy to him. It's just a math problem that he started to solve.
So our analysis is pretty much done. That profile we had on Raghav, the loan officer, you can throw it in the trash. He's not a civilian. He is an unidentified elite operator whose cover is now blown. A full reclassification is needed because we have no idea where he came from.
Which brings us to the final looming question. And the scariest part is, the man himself is probably the last one to know the answer. His hands remember things his mind can't. So the question isn't just for us, it's for whatever is about to come through that door next. Who is Raghav?